Hello and good evening and welcome back to another edition of Girls High School Softball live at Hood College. So Linganore Lancers taking on Urbana. Lancers are pitching here in the top of the first. This is the first pitch into Urbana batter.
Leadoff batter strike here, Low Mackinac, the junior catcher for Urbana.
Mackinac stands in. 0-1 pitch, misses outside. Count evens up at 1.
Low comes in with a .407 batting average. Two outstanding pitchers we're going to see here in action today. Caitlin Jones.
1-1 pitch. It's popped over the first. To record the first out here in the top of the first.
Check that, Caitlin Jacobs for Linganore.
Number 3,
and Gabby Mackinac, a freshman for Urbana. I'm excited to watch these two ladies pitch.
If you missed our first game today, the Catoctin Cougars beat Middletown 4-0 to win the small school championship. One away here, first pitch, misses low.
Yep. This matchup is the Urbana Hawks representing the Spires division and the Linganore Lancers representing the Potomac division in the big school matchup.
One away here, 1-0 count. Pitch misses high, count goes to 2-0.
Ava Fields carries a .364 batting average.
Misses just high. Count goes 3-0. Quickly lopsided here for Jacobs. Rio pitch on the way. Comes right down the middle for a strike. Count goes to 3-1.
Got a nice crowd here for the second game of this doubleheader, as we had also for the first game.
3-1. Misses high, and that'll put a runner on base for Urbana.
Pitcher number 19, Gabby Mackinac.
Caitlin Jacobs, the Linganore pitcher, 63 2/3 innings pitched, a 1.89 ERA, 76 strikeouts.
Bring up the pitcher for the Hawks, Gabby Mackinac. She'll stand in, right-handed batter. She swings on the first pitch she sees. It pops up into right. That'll be collected cleanly for the out. 2 away here in the top of the first. Runner still over at first base.
Shortstop, number 17, Claire Woodham.
Claire Woodall, sophomore shortstop for the Hawks, carries a .294 batting average.
First pitch into the sophomore, comes in for a strike. Count goes to 0-1.
Looked like a little slider type pitch there, Jacob.
Just had a little bit of a downward and away momentum. 2 away, runner over at first. A 1 pitch on the way. That one swung on, lifted into right, tracking over, and will not get there. Count goes 0-2.
Caitlin, a perfect 10-0 this season for the Lancers in the circle. Only allowed 17 earned runs in those 62 2/3 innings.
2 away, 0-2 pitch. Swung on, chopped over to short, picked up, flipped over to first, and that's in time for the out. We'll be back with the bottom of the first here from Hood College. Scores at 0-0.
Country Kitchen, conveniently located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. It's just like home, only they do the dishes. Family owned and operated since 1984, Thurmont Country Kitchen has something for everyone. Handicap accessible, for your choice for small gatherings or parties, and we cater too. Thurmont Country Kitchen's owners, Sherry and Rob, recently received the You Make Thurmont Proud Award. And hey, speaking of awards, their roasted chicken is the best in Maryland, hands down. Thurmont Country Kitchen's menu is unbelievable, with something for everyone. Check them out today. Thurmont Country Kitchen is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the radio.
Welcome back to Hood College. This is the bottom of the first here, leading off for the Linganore Lancers. This is Braden McKay. Got a slight pause here. We got some field setting from the plate umpire. First pitch on the way to McKay. Misses outside and low. 1-0 is the count.
The junior shortstop for Linganore, bats left-handed, carries a .519 batting average.
See why she's batting leadoff. She swings and misses at the second pitch. Count evens up at 1. You know, I've been thinking of the same corny joke since I learned that our pitcher for today for Urbana's last name is Mackinac. Do you think they call it when she's on the circle? Do you think they call it Mackinac Island? As the 1-1 pitch misses, count goes to 2-1.
I don't know, but she certainly earns that circle. That as a 9th grader, impressive 84 innings pitched, 150 strikeouts, a .56 ERA, a 9th grader.
Very, very impressive. 2-1 pitch missed high. Count goes to 3-1 here. Bottom of the first, no score. Next pitch misses up and in. Walk the runner aboard, Braden McKay.
Center fielder, number 7, Addie Dryman.
As you may have heard, our next batter is Addie Dryman, center fielder for the Lancers. Right-handed batter. She'll step into the box. She's playing a little bit up and in. As the first pitch she sees, she bunts back and over us. Count goes to 1-1.
Addie Dryman, sophomore catcher, .306 batting average. Check that center fielder.
Dryman shows bunt. Count evens up at 1-1. One aboard early for the Lancers. Runner over first. No outs. 1-1 pitch is popped up. Foul behind us on a bunt attempt. Count will go to 1-2.
Linganore as a team, an impressive .391 batting average. Scored 169 runs in their 17 games.
1-2 pitch. Swung on. A little bit of a looper over to short. Dropped into the dirt. And they'll get the runner over at second.
So Addie's on a fielder's choice. Braden out 6-4 at second.
Catcher number 25.
Yeah,
Lily.
Braden had to hold because it kind of looked like the shortstop was going to get that ball in the air on that looping liner. When it dropped, easy toss to second base.
Bring up Trundle for the Lancers. Her first pitch is in the dirt. 1-0 count. So 1 away now. Runner still over at first. So there was no change there. Gotta pause for a moment.
Yep. Lily, a junior catcher for the Lancers. .559 batting average on the season. Leads the team in base hits with 33.
Next pitch into Trundle. This is low. Count goes to 2-0. She plays as middle can be in the batter's box as that next pitch misses high. Count goes to 3-0.
Yeah, it's like you set the margins on your printer, right?
Yeah, perfect. Absolutely
Horizontal,
perfect.
vertical. Yep.
3-0. Misses high and another runner aboard for the Lancers.
Designated player number 22. Courtney Bolt.
Hawks
Gabby
facing
just
them.
needs to settle down here a little bit as a pitcher. And we have a courtesy runner for Lily, the catcher.
Helena.
Smith, right? Helena Smith.
One away here. It's the first pitch. Misses. Oh, got the bottom edge of the zone for a strike. Hawks in some danger here early. With runners over at first and second with one away.
Oh,
Pitch
off her
fouled up
hands.
and back. Fought that one off.
Courtney, the junior designated player for the Lancers. Carries a .306 batting average into the game.
Oh, 2 count. One away. Pitch hits low in the dirt. Bounces back to the backstop. Both runners advance.
Big situation here for Gabby. Up ahead in the count, see if she can get that out.
Pitch on the way, misses high. Count evens up to 2. Sun's just starting to make its way towards the horizon, so we have some shadows over home plate. As the 2-2 pitch misses up, count goes full at 3-2.
Courtney with 12 RBIs, looking for 2 more here. No!
3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. That's the second out here in the bottom of the first.
Nice changeup, had Courtney out in front of that one. Records that big second out.
Third baseman number 18. Emily Boyer.
Bring up Emily Boyer for the Lancers. She'll watch that first pitch come in for a ball inside. Counts at 1-0. It's 2-way here. Runners on second and third for the Lancers as they threaten early on here in this ball game.
Emily, a sophomore third baseman, .439 batting average.
1-0 pitch comes in for a strike. Count evens up at 1-1. 1-1 pitch comes inside. Count goes 2-1. Two-one pitch comes in for a strike. Count goes even at 2-2.
Emily with 19 RBIs on the season. 2 ducks on the pond, as we used to say.
Pitch on the way, swung on and missed. And that'll end the first inning here at Hood College. We'll be back with the top of the second when we return after this break.
For over 50 years. Winner 9 years in a row for the best of the best in Frederick County. Let our professionally trained staff of certified landscapers transform your yard from a dream to reality. Hawkins Landscaping specializes in elegant and embodied outdoor environments. If you're looking to create, upgrade, or revitalize your outdoor space, call Hawkins Landscaping today at 301-898-3615. That's 301-898-3615. Hawkins Landscaping. When you deserve the best, get the best.
Welcome back to Hood College. It's the top of the second here, and Urbana's up to bat. 0-0 is our score here. So the first pitch is on the way. Swung on, chopped hard to the third base side, but falls foul. Got to go to 0-1.
Senior third baseman Caitlin Crotty. She barreled up that one, pulled it foul. Carries a .327 batting average.
One pitch on the way. Swings hard on that one. Chopped to short. Flipped over to first. It'll pull her off the bag because it's high. It'll bounce into the fencing. And the batter will be aboard at second on the throw. Leadoff batter aboard for the Hawks.
First baseman,
Yeah.
Molly.
High throw from the Linganore shortstop, and no hesitation. Crotty rounded first and easily glides into second base.
That was a hard hit ball. Nice little worm burner. Didn't get too much height on the ground. Runner on second, no outs. Pitch on the way, swung on, hit into center, going back on it. It'll fall, bouncing against the wall, coming around. Call into home, and it's a run for the Urbana Hawks as they take an early 1-0 lead.
Senior Molly Warner drove that ball to center field, up against the fence, a stand-up double, RBI.
Right fielder, number 11, Audrey Molnar.
Junior right fielder Audrey Molnar steps in.
She'll bump down to the third base
Nice.
line, picked up, flipped over to first. That'll advance the runner over to third.
Beautiful sacrifice bunt.
Left fielder, number 7, Tatiana.
Out 5-3
Gonzalez.
if you're scoring at home. And Molly Warner cruises into third.
One away here, top of the second. 1-0 lead in favor of the Urbana Hawks. First pitch of the at-bat on the way. Swung up foul over the backstop. Laying softly in the grass. Counts at 0-1.
Tatiana is a junior left fielder for the Hawks, batting in the 8th position.
Oh, 1 pitch on the way. Swung on, popped up along the right field side, and then deflected cleanly
nice.
for the out by the first baseman. 2 away here.
Nice play. Linganore first baseman Sidney
Second
Mott
baseman, number 10,
found that ball.
Emma Warner.
Be interesting to see if they can get any balls into left field here. That sun's beating down hard on
Yeah.
the left fielders.
Yeah, line drive could be troublesome.
Runner on third, 2 outs, pitch on the way. Comes in for a strike, count goes 0-1.
Emma, junior second baseman for the Hawks.
Oh, 1 pitch, swung on, chopped hard over to second. Stays in the dirt, but the flip over to first is in time to record the final out of the inning. We'll be back with the bottom of the second here. Urbana Hawks up 1-0 over the Linganore Lancers.
One of those things say wander around a warehouse looking for somebody to help you, or walk out not knowing if you got exactly what you need. Nope, you have a list of things, and Ace has them, from the brands you trust. We also have people who ask the right questions to make sure you get everything you need. Because at Ace, we have our own list, and great service is at the top. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks. Get over to Cousins Ace Hardware today. Located on North Church Street in Fairmont, Cousins Ace Hardware is a proud sponsor of high school athletics on the radio.
Welcome back to Hood College. It's the bottom of the second here. The Linganore Lancers facing a 1-0 deficit to the Urbana Hawks.
The first baseman, number 9, Sidney Mott.
Bring up Sidney Mott for the Linganore Lancers. First baseman.
The junior carries a .320 batting average into today's game.
First pitch on the way. It's just low for a ball. 1-0 count. One on the way, misses high, count goes to 2-0. So some control issues early on for the Urbana Hawks. Got themselves out of a jam though in that top of the first. Two-0 pitch comes in for a strike, count goes to 2-1.
Right. Gabby walked 2 in the first inning, was able to get out of the jam by striking out the last 2, the second and third out of the inning.
2-1 pitch fouled hard down the third baseline. Count evens up at 2.
I talked to Coach Husson about the team's success this year and how they kind of built through the season. They had some early season struggles, but he just said the younger players matured and things came along. They only had 4 players with significant playing time return. So it took a little time for things to gel. Been really strong second half of the season.
2-2 pitch on the way. This is out and away. Count goes full 3-2. But you can tell just the way that they're communicating out there, the way they're holding their positions. A few shakeoffs in a row. Call time for a little bit of a mound visit. Talk about what to do here with a full count. And we're back. They seem to have figured out what they're going to do here.
Catcher low, pitcher Gabby. Settle in on the pitch.
3-2. Fouled up and over the dugout on the third base side.
Nice piece of hitting there by Sydney. That ball was down and away, and she just fouled it off over the third base dugout.
Three-two pitch on the way.
Ooh.
Comes inside. Now a walker. So lead-off batter aboard for the Lancers on the walk.
Right fielder, number 20, Elena Doyle.
Bring up Elena Doyle. Right fielder for the Lancers. Right-handed batter. She stands in. Watches that first pitch outside. 1-0.
Ninth grader. Carries an impressive .405 batting average.
One-0 pitch shows bunt. Carries outside. Count goes to 2-0.
Looks down, gets the signals from Coach Poppenberger, and then they pull a meeting together. See if they don't have her square and take another pitch.
The Battery Sisters is convened. They decided what they're going to do as the next pitch is fouled up and back. Two-one count now. Two-one pitch on the way. Bunted towards third, picked up, flipped over to first. And the sac bunt moves the runner over to second. One away here.
Yeah. Beautiful sac bunt. Outs
Pitcher,
recorded
number 1,
5-3.
Jacobs.
Bring up the Lancers pitcher, Caitlin Jacobs. She steps in, step back in the box. She swings and misses on that elevated pitch. 0-1 count.
Caitlin a .256 batting average. .40 plate appearances, only 3 strikeouts. Let's see if she can make some contact here.
0-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Count goes to 0-2. Runner over at second for the Lancers. One away. Two-one pitch, or two-pitch, ringer up. That's a strikeout. That's 2 away.
Left fielder,
Two
number
outs.
6, McKenna Roberts.
We got McKenna Roberts, left fielder for the Lancers. Left-handed batter now. She'll step in a bit inside. Pitch on the way. This is low and away. Count goes to 1-0.
McKenna, a 9th grader. 2 9th graders in the starting lineup for the 16-1 Linganore Lancers. Check that, 17-1.
Pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Count evens up at 1. One pitch, swung on, hit over to shortstop, flipped over to first, and that's the out.
6-3 retires, and again, runner on second, but stranded.
We'll be back after this break. It's 1-0 in favor of the Urbana Hawks from Hood College.
Everyone in Thurmont knows and respects Dr. John Hageman at Center of Life Chiropractic and his wife Marcia at Center of Life Pilates for their many years of helping people in need and for the wonderful ways they give back to their community through scholarship and fundraising efforts. Center of Life is located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. For information or to check out their schedule, go online to centeroflife.us today. That's Center of Life Chiropractic and Pilates. Make an adjustment to your life today.
Welcome back to Hood College. It's the top of the third here. The Urbana Hawks are leading 1-0, and they're up to bat.
We'll roll around to the top of the order for Urbana.
Big swing into left field. Tracking back on it are left and center, and that's gone. 2-0 lead for the Hawks now as the team gathers at home plate.
The junior catcher with the home run. That's her 5th home run of the season.
Giving her sister a little bit more run support.
Center fielder number 3, Ava.
A little early to call it an insurance run, but the way they're pitching, it just might be enough.
Two 2-0 now in favor of Urbana after that home run. That's the next pitch. Misses. Count goes to 1-0.
Ava Field steps in for the Hawks. She walked in the first inning.
Next pitch is swung on, fouled up and back over the backstop. Counts at 1-1. Yeah, I'd be interested in to see how many times a sister-sister battery has happened, because I got to see the first ever all-female battery in baseball, the Sonoma Stompers, back in about 2016. The 1-1 pitch is swung on, hit hard into center field, but that should be collected cleanly, and it is for an out.
Nice play by center fielder Addie Dryman. Just cruises to her left into right center. Gather in that fly ball. Pitcher Gabby Mackinac steps in. Popped up to the right fielder in the first inning.
One away here. First pitch is low and in the dirt. Counts at 1-0.
It was a fence day. It was Frederick National. Okay. And then let's just take the
1-0 count, one away. Pitch on the way from the Lancers. That one swung on and belted into left. Bombs away. That thing's gone.
Whoa.
And it's 3-0 in favor of the Urbana Hawks, as the sisters have both homered in this inning.
Wow. And that was a no-doubter. That sounded good off the bat, all the way left center. Cleared the fence easily. And for Gabby, that's her 5th home run of the season, matching her older sister.
4-0's the score now.
Shortstop number 17, Claire Woodham.
Yeah, I think it's 3.
It is 3.
Yep, that's all right. Ooh.
Scoreboard now reflects it as it's a chopper back to the pitcher. Over for the out. 2 away now.
That was Clara Woodham for the Hawks, bouncing that back to
Third baseman number 14,
Caitlin Jacobs.
Caitlin.
Easy
Karate.
toss to first. Senior third baseman Caitlin Crotty steps in for the Hawks. Caitlin has committed to Oberlin College in Oberlin, Ohio, after she graduates here.
First pitch
This
into
spring.
Caitlin is back up over us, directly behind home plate. A 1 count. Caitlin stands a little bit up in the box. 2 outs, nobody on. A 1 count. That one's swung on and hitting the left. That should stay fair, and it is, but it's collected for the out. And that is the end of the top of the third. So some good pieces of hitting for the Urbana Hawks, and they now lead the ball game 3-0. We'll be back with the bottom of the third, live from Hood College after this break.
Kentucky Mountain Massage and Wellness Center passionately believes that what they do enriches people's lives emotionally and physically. Kentucky Mountain Massage and Wellness Center is not just a therapeutic massage center, but it is a collaboration of the healing arts using Reiki, sound, movement, art, and more. Kentucky Mountain Massage and Wellness Center are people who care. Nerve or orthopedic issues, back and neck pain? Kentucky Mountain Massage and Wellness Center can help you. Enjoy luxurious treatment with amazing results at Kentucky Mountain Massage and Wellness Center. And by the way, they are looking for experienced therapists who are skilled in the healing arts to join their team today. Just check out their website, KetoctonMountainMassage.com. That's Ketocton, M-T-N, Massage.com to connect with them today.
Welcome back to Hood College. It's the bottom of the third here, and the Linganore Lancers are up to bat. They've wrapped back around to the top of the order. Braden McKay stands in. Watch that first pitch come outside for a 1-0 count. 3-0 in favor of the Urbana Hawks after 2 home runs in their previous frame. And 2 big home runs, loud home runs. Yeah. That one swung on, lifted into right center, and collected cleanly for the first out of the half inning.
Braden just served up ball in the right field.
Drummond.
Nice play by the right fielder, Audrey Molnar, to charge quickly.
1 away now as Addie Dryman steps in. First pitch into her is outside for a ball. Count goes to 1-0. Pitch comes inside for a strike.
Addie among the team leaders with 18 runs scored on the season.
1-1 pitch on the way. Comes inside, big swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-2. Well, if this game's anything like the first one we saw today, I'd imagine that Linganore is probably hoping to stack up some runs here, because these 2 dominant pitchers, like we saw earlier, as the game goes on, they get more and more locked in as the 1-2 is fouled off.
Yeah, and you know, if you're the top of the order in a 7-inning game, this is your second at bat. You're going to see maybe one more at bat. The way Gabby's pitching, Linganore needs to try to scratch 1 or 2 runs here in the 3rd or 4th inning. Get back
1-2
into
count.
this.
1 away, swung on, and that one's lifted foul. Count holds at 1-2. Because we definitely saw that in that last game. Catoctin got a couple of runs early and then just sat on it for the rest of the ball game. Didn't give anything up to Middletown. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. 2 away.
Yeah. So far, the only runners that have touched base for the Lancers are via the walk.
Lily Trunnell steps in now for Linganore. High-handed batter. Nobody on, 2 outs. Pitch on the way. Comes up high for a ball. Counts at 1-0.
Lily, with her 33 hits this season, team lead, 32 RBIs. That's pretty effective, efficient.
1-0 pitch misses high. Count goes to 2-0. Two away. 2-0 pitch, swung on and missed. 2-1's the count. Pretty big fan gathering for this matchup. Got fans along the outfield wall, fans behind us, fans around us. 2-1 pitch, misses. Count goes to 3-1.
Are those people out there in left field over the fence protecting your car?
They are not. No, my car is parked smartly as far away from the outfield fence as I possibly could get it. 3-1 pitch on the way. Fouled up into the backstop. Counts full at 3-2. No, I learned very, very early on in my working in baseball days that you park as far away from the field as you possibly can.
Because even a bouncing ball can do some damage.
Well, especially these days with every car made of, tin foil and saran wrap. Full count, 2 outs, swung on and missed, and that'll end the inning. We'll be back with the top of the 4th when we return. The Urbana Hawks are up 3-0 on the Linganore Lancers.
Serving our community for over 50 years with quality service at a fair price. Brownie's Auto Repair employs only ASE certified technicians. Brownie's is one of only 33 shops in the state of Maryland designated as an ASE Blue Seal of Excellence repair facility. They want to help you maintain your vehicle in a manner that keeps it trouble-free and fun to drive. Stop by today. That's Brownie's Auto Repair, located on Frederick Street, Walkersville, a proud sponsor of Walkersville High School Athletics.
Welcome back to Hood College. It's a 3-0 ball game in favor of the Urbana Hawks. They'll come up to
Leading
bat
off
now.
top of the 4th for Urbana, the first baseman, number 12, Molly Warner.
We have Molly Warner, right-handed batter. She'll step in for the Hawks.
Molly carries a .360 batting average in the season.
Swings on the first pitch she sees, and it's fouled up and over the backstop. I know the move to protect your windshield, I've learned, is if you have those all-weather mats in your car, you take those out and you pin them under your windshield wipers. And that creates a nice little rubber surface, just in case anybody out there needs to park behind an outfield wall anytime soon. Pitch is chopped over to short, flipped over to first, and that's
What
out.
a play.
Flashing the arm over there at shortstop. It's Braden McKay.
Backhanded that in the hole.
Right fielder, number
Center
11,
feet, strong throw to first
Warner.
for the out. Audrey Marner steps in.
Swings on the first pitch she sees. Count goes to 0-1. One away, nobody on.
Audrey with a sacrifice bunt, her first at bat in the second inning.
0-1 pitch. Swung on, hit into the gap, into left field. Nice little single there.
Yep, took that pitch and served it through the 5-6 hole on the left side of the infield.
Left fielder, number 7, Tatiana Gonzalez.
Bring up Gonzalez for the Hawks. Hawks are leading this ball game 3-0. First pitch she sees, she swings on and fouls down the third base side.
Tatiana popped out to the Linganore first baseman in the second inning.
One pitch on the way. Swung on, chopped over to short, picked up, flipped to second, throw over to first is not in time but rolls away, and everybody will just stay where they are. So 2 outs now here in the top of the 4th. Lead runners taken out on that fielder's
Second
choice.
baseman, number 10, Emma Warner.
Emma ground out to the second baseman, her initial at bat.
First pitch of the at-bat misses high. Count goes to 1-0. Runner over at first. 2 away. Swung on. Fouled up and over the right field dugout. Counts even at 1. Shadows obscuring most of the infield. Ending just shy of second. Outfield in full sun. 1-1 pitch. Misses low. Count goes to 2-1.
It's like perfect weather here today, Jacob.
Absolutely
Slight
beautiful.
breeze, about 70 degrees. Doesn't get much better than this.
Two outs, 2-1 count. Pitch on the way. Swung on, lifted into right center field. That one will drop and roll up to the wall. Runners are going around. Everybody will hold over at second, and runner comes in from third.
A
as they
late
held up.
decision.
It was a good piece of base running.
So Emma with the stand-up double into right center field that rolls out to the
Pitcher number
fence.
20. Whoa.
Tatiana all the way from first scores the 4th run of the game for the Hawks.
And now, in a classic case of I wasn't wrong, I was just early, the score is now 4-0 in favor of the Urbana Hawks. 2 away, runner on second.
We roll around to the top of the Hawks order.
First
And
pitch
guess what?
lifted into center.
Nope. End
That'll
of the
be caught
bat.
cleanly. And that'll end the top of the 4th. We'll be back with the bottom of it here. 4-0 in favor of the Urbana Hawks from Hood College.
You're all busy with plenty of commitments. That's why Anytime Fitness is the perfect way to stay in shape. For either home or work, Anytime Fitness at Fairmont is always close by, and they're open 24/7. They can tailor a personalized training program to fit your workout needs. Anytime Fitness can also fashion a membership and payment plan that will be flexible enough for your on-the-go lifestyle. You'll love the 24-hour co-ed fitness center with state-of-the-art equipment designed to sculpt and tune you into shape. And when you're away from the Fairmont area, your membership guarantees you access to any of the over 1,000 clubs worldwide. Visit us at 130 Frederick Road to start your program today. Now you can stay healthy anytime with Anytime Fitness.
Leading off the bottom 4th for Ligonor. The designated player number 22.
Welcome back to Hood College. It's the bottom of the 4th inning, and the Linganore Lancers are up to bat. They're facing a 4-run deficit that the Urbana Hawks have put together early on. Up for the Lancers. It's Courtney Bolts. She swings and misses on that one. Count goes 0-1.
Courtney, a singles hitter with 14 of her 15 hits being singles, 12 RBIs.
0-1 pitch, misses the edge of the plate. Count evens up at 1.
Somebody needs to be the spark for the Lancer offense.
1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-2. Mackinac deals, fouled on just a little bit of a check swing, a little turn away.
Yeah, right now Gabby is fooling the batters of Linganore. Getting a lot of check swings, a lot of swings at bad pitches that end up out of the zone.
And the biggest thing I noticed too is she looks incredibly calm.
Yeah.
Incredibly focused. So the 1-2 pitch comes in, swung on, fouled back and off a couple of masks.
Courtney stays alive.
If I was a pinball machine, I'd count that for 800 points. Count's held at 1-2 on that foul off. Bolt steps back in, playing up in the batter's box. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed, and that's a strikeout.
Yeah, you talked about Gabby and her composure. First inning, she did
Third
walk
baseman,
2
number
batters.
18, Emily
Second
Boyer.
inning, walked 1. Third inning, 3 up, 3 down, and now we're here in the 4th. So she has certainly settled in. Impressive looking freshman.
1 out, Emily Boyer up to the plate now as she swings and kind of just pops that one up to second. Fielded cleanly for the second out.
First baseman, number 9, Sydney Mott.
Two away, first pitch. Into Sydney Mott, trails off. Count goes to 1-0.
Sydney, too, a singles hitter. 16 hits, 15 of them singles. Produced 14 RBIs.
1-0 pitch, misses high. Count goes to 2-0. Now I feel like Mackinaw's composure out there, very similar to Taylor on Catoctin.
Yep.
Doesn't seem to show a whole lot of emotion. That pitch is just a little bit of a dribbler over to second, flipped over to first. And that'll be the final out here in the 4th. We'll be back with the top of the 5th when we return. The Urbana Hawks are up 4-0 over the Linganore Lancers.
in Fairmont is amazing. Not only do they support local high school sports on the radio, but they have great food, great fun, and they constantly serve our community in so many ways. Check out their Facebook page, American Legion Post 168, to find out about their exciting events. And be sure to say thank you for supporting our local community. And don't you forget to say thank you every time you see them for their selfless sacrifice in military service to our country. Thanks, American Legion Post 168.
Fields.
Welcome back to Hood College. It's the top of the 5th. So Urbana Hawks step up, and it's a big swing, and it's going to drop into left center behind the wall, and it's a leadoff solo shot for the Urbana Hawks.
Ava, her second home run of the season. She's the team leader in RBIs with 15 coming into the day. Make that 16.
She just turned on that one and just pointed it over that wall. Score is now 5-0. So it looks like we're going to get a bit of a pitching change here from the Linganore Lancers. Looks like Courtney Bolts is taking over in the circle for the Lancers.
Yep. Courtney, 36 2/3 innings pitched, a 1.52 ERA, 37
Pitching
strikeouts.
change for Lebanon. Now in circle number 22, Courtney Bolts.
Got the warm-up happening now as Bolts just entered.
So, from the stats that Coach Husson shared, it looks like his team came in, the Hawks, with 10 home runs on the season, 4 by the Mackinac sisters, who each added 1 by Ava Fields, and she just added 1. So, impressive power display. And he talked about the evolution of his young team throughout this season and the composure,
Pitcher number 19, Gabby Mackinac.
their confidence in the batter's box as the young team progressed through the season. And boy, they are peaking at the right time of the season.
Oh, yes, they are. As Mackinac steps back into the box to face the new pitcher for the Lancers. It's that first pitch of the ball game for her, misses up and away for a ball. Count goes to 1-0. Courtney, right-handed. Big looping windmill motion. Catches the edge of the zone for a strike. Count evens at 1. One on the way to Mackinac. Misses outside. Count goes to 2-1. Just a reminder, folks, it's the top of the 5th here. Score is 5-0 in favor of Urbana Hawks after that leadoff solo shot. As the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed. One of those dropped right at her ankles. Count evens up at 2.
And Gabby steps out, composed herself after that. She's
2-2 pitch on the way. This is outside. Count goes full, 3-2. Nobody on, no outs. Full count. Pitch on the way. This is outside, and that'll put Gabby Mackinac aboard for the Hawks.
Shortstop number 17, Claire Woodham.
Bring up the shortstop for the Hawks.
courtesy runner for Gabby at first. Number 2, Ellery Catino.
Runner at first. Batter steps in. Pitch on the way. This is low in the dirt. Count goes to 1-0. One-0 pitch on the way. Swung on. Chopped foul. Everybody will return to their starting positions. Big shout out to the grounds crew here at Hood College. Field's been immaculate all day. It's absolutely gorgeous.
It's just a nice setting here on the campus of Hood College.
Beautiful. So that 1-1 pitch comes in for a strike. Count goes to 1-2. Now, beautiful backdrop with the trees, and the brick
Got
buildings.
The turf field out in right center field where the soccer, lacrosse, field hockey, the gym, center field.
1-2 pitch swung on in the dirt. And a throw
Should
over
be a
gets her in
strikeout,
time at
throw out.
second. And that will put
Yep, Claire's strikeout, and then the throw out at second base.
Third baseman number 14.
2 outs quickly, clean base paths for the Lancers.
Senior third baseman Caitlin Crotty.
Crotty steps in, watches that first pitch outside. Counts at 1-0.
Caitlin got on to lead off the second inning and later scored the first Hawks run.
2 away, nobody on. Pitch swung on, chop foul. Counts at 1-1. One pitch. Coming in now. Drops right into the zone for a strike. Kind of goes to 1-2. Beautiful little breaking ball there.
Yeah.
Shade is now everywhere on the field as the 1-2 pitch is hit right back to the pitcher. Great fielding, great throw. And that'll put an end to the frame. We will be back with the bottom of the 5th here from Hood College when we return to a 5-0 ball game in favor of the Urbana Hawks. See you after the break.
Therapy centers. Our goal is to provide you with a customized treatment plan using advanced physical therapy and occupational therapy methods and technology. With offices conveniently located in Fairmont and throughout Frederick County, Amber Hill Therapy Centers specializes in sports injuries and sports rehab, back pain, post-surgical rehab, and more. We accept all major insurance plans. Amber Hill Therapy Centers treats.
Welcome back to Hood College. It's the bottom of the 5th here as Linganore steps back up. First pitch of the at-bats fouled back directly at our faces. Elena Doyle in the box for the Lancers. Righty will step back in to an 0-1 count. And a 5-0 deficit in favor of the Urbana Hawks. 0-1 pitch is swung on. Comes into a strike, 0-2.
Still among the team leaders with 15 runs scored on the season.
0-2 pitch catches the outside corner, and that is a punch out looking to get the first out here in the bottom of the 5th.
Player number 1, Caitlin Jacobs.
7th strikeout recorded by Gabby.
Bring up our starting pitcher who's been since replaced, Caitlin Jacobs. She'll check her swing. And they appeal over to first. Says she didn't go. Counts at 1-0. One-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Count evens up at 1.
Nice change up there by Gabby. Had Caitlin out in front of it.
One pitch. Misses high. Count goes to 2-1.
Linganore getting real close to running out of outs. Need to get something started here.
2-1 pitch missed up and away. Count goes to 3-1. There's one out, nobody on. It's the bottom of the 5th. Pitch on the way. Misses outside, and she'll take her base. So runner aboard here for the Lancers, who need to make up some ground for the Urbana Hawks.
Left fielder, number 6, McKenna Roberts.
Bring up McKenna Roberts, the left fielder for the Lancers. Just one away and one person on over at first. This is outside.
McKenna with a .389 batting average. 16 runs scored out of the 9th spot of the batting order.
1-0, swung on.
Oh, that's going to be
Chopped
trouble.
over to second.
Oh, no.
There'll be a tag over at first on the fielder's choice, and McKenna will stand safely at first.
So slow roller to the second baseman.
Shortstop, number 16, Braden McKay.
Emma Warner picks it up, tags out Caitlin Jacobs, trying to get past her to second base. Fielder's choice for McKenna Roberts on first.
Come back to the top of the order with Braden McKay. Watch the first pitch into her come in for a ball. 2 away, runner over at first. One-zero pitch, swung on, chopped to third. It's botched, but picked up at short, and the runner will be first and second safely. How are you going to score that one? I think it took a hard
Left fielder, number
bounce,
7, Addie.
but I can see it either way.
I may change it later, but for now I'm going to call it an error, which keeps the no-hitter intact.
Can't say that.
I'm saying it out loud, just so everybody understands my logic. I agree with you. It's kind of a hot shot down third base, but when you put your glove on it without diving on the ground, that's my opinion.
No, I
So
get you.
if somebody else gets a real base hit, I might turn around and change it. I
Two
mean, a
away.
solid base hit, a clean base hit.
2 away, runners on first and second. Pitch comes inside, it bounces away to the backstop. Runners advance to second and third. So the Lancers threatening now with Urbana leading 5-0 here in the bottom of the 5th.
Addie with 10 RBIs, would love to get 1 or 2 more here.
Dryman steps in, 1-0 pitch on the way, misses high. Count goes to 2-0. A pitch on the way, chopped foul down the third base side. Count goes to 2-1.
Coach at third. Big situation for Gabby. See how she works herself through this one. 2 runners on, 2 outs.
2-1 on the way.
Hitter.
That'll put the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 5th. 2 away. We'll bring up Trunnell, catcher for the Lancers.
Trunnell, 2 home runs on the season.
Got a mound visit here. Probably discussing what to do. I mean, so far McIntosh showed great composure, got herself out of plenty of jams early on, but really has settled in.
Lily Trunnell.
This is probably her first real threat she's felt since probably the second or third inning.
Correct.
So
Coach
bases
Husson
loaded.
with the little words of advice there for Gabby. Sorry about that, Jake.
hey, no worries. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Hit over right field and collected cleanly to save it all for the Urbana Hawks. And we'll be back with the top of the 6th after the break. The Hawks leading the Lancers 5-0.
THU is the leader in high school sports broadcasting. Since 2008, we have broadcast more high school sporting events than any radio station in the four-state area. Football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Regular season playoffs and state championships from Southern PA to Brunswick, the western mountains of Maryland to the eastern shore. Cool Oldies 1450 THU is #1 in high school sports broadcasting.
Baseman number 12.
Welcome back to Hood College. It's the top of the 6th inning with the Linganore Lancers in the circle, I should say. Facing a 5-run deficit to the Urbana Hawks, who are looking to add to their score. The first pitch comes in for a strike.
Courtney Bolts in her second inning of relief for the Lancers. Molly Warner leading off here, the senior first baseman. 1 for 2 on the afternoon, a double in the second inning.
0-1 pitch swung on, chopped over and into the gap. She'll be aboard for leadoff single.
Solid bounding ball between the second baseman and the
Right
bag.
fielder, number 11, Audrey Molnar.
We got Molnar now for the Hawks. Right-handed batter, step in towards the plate.
Audrey 1 for 1 on the afternoon, a sacrifice bunt and a base hit in the fourth.
She watches the first pitch into her, come outside for a ball, counts at 1-0. No outs, runner at first. 5-0 in favor of the Hawks here at Hood College. 1-0 pitch on the way, comes in for a strike, count goes even at 1. Bolts readies, kicks, deals, and that'll drop into center field on the swing. Everybody's safe. Runners at first and second now, and the Urbana Hawks are threatening here early in the bottom of the 6th.
Left fielder number 7, Tatiana Gonzalez.
With the potential to blow this game right open for the Hawks. Bring up Gonzalez, who bunts it. Call it foul. Oh, 1's the count. That would have been a tough one for them to field, as it just dribbled down the first base side, but it hit the batter's box first. So Gonzalez will step back in. The 0-1 count. She'll show bunt again.
Oh.
This time she fouls it off. Count goes to 0-2.
It's like Coach Husson trying to pick up a few insurance runs here out of the lower half of his batting order. See if he keeps the bunt on with 2 strikes.
0-2 count. Pitch low and in the dirt. Runners will retreat back to their bases. This count goes to 1-2.
That center fielder really playing over there in that right center gap for the Lancers.
1-2 pitch
Rings
comes
it.
in for a strike, and rings her up looking. That'll be the first out here in the bottom of the 6th.
Second baseman number 10,
Courtney Bowles
Emma
picks up her
Warner.
second strikeout here in her second inning of work.
Brings up Emma Warner for Urbana. She'll step into the box, right-handed batter. Runners at first and second. Strike right down the middle on that first pitch. Count goes to 0-1.
Emma 1 for 2 on the afternoon with a double in the fourth inning.
One away here as the 0-1 pitch comes in. Comes in for a strike. Count goes to 0-2. Courtney Bolts. Early on pressure. She's settling in nicely. 0-2 pitch on the way. Misses high. Count goes to 1-2. Drops into the dirt, and the runners will advance to second and third for Urbana.
Aggressive base running by the Hawks. As soon as they saw the ball bounce away from the catcher, they were off and running.
Outfield playing a pretty heavy shift for Emma Warner. Center field's playing about, 12, 13 steps over towards right. She swings and misses at the pitch. Goes down on strikes.
Nice change up there by Courtney to get that second out.
Catcher number 20, Low Mackinac.
Whoop.
Bring up
And
Low
right
Mackinac.
up around in the top of the order. Low 1 for 3 with a solo home run in the third.
2 away now. Runners on second and third, and she'll watch that first pitch come outside for a ball. Counts at 1-0. Sun is almost completely set behind the trees to our right. Field is in complete shade as that second pitch misses high. Count goes to 2-0.
That's a very athletic play by Lingen, our catcher, Lily Trunnell, to jump up and get that hard ball.
Two 2-0 pitch, low and in the dirt. Trunnell keeps a hold of it, stops it from bounding around. Counts at 3-0 now.
Got to be careful. Got to be careful here.
.3-0 pitch on the way. Shows bunt, but it misses a little high, and she'll take first base. So runners aboard now on all three bases
Catcher number 3,
for the
Ava
Urbana Hawks with
Fields.
2 away. Bring up Ava Fields.
A sophomore center fielder. 1 for 2 on the afternoon, a walk and a solo home run in the 5th.
2 outs. Bases loaded. First pitch misses low for a ball. Count goes to 1-0. You know, I'd say this is one of those situations you dream about as a kid. Championship game, bases loaded, 2 outs. Albeit, I mean, the Urbana Hawks are up 5-0, so it's a little bit muted as the next pitch comes in for a strike. But I'm sure she's very happy to be here at this moment.
Yeah.
One one's the count, 2 away, bases loaded. Pitch on the way.
Ooh.
Misses just high for a ball. Count goes to 2-1.
So Ava take that high ball last inning out over the left center field fence. Got to be careful if you're Courtney.
2-1 pitch on the way. Comes in for a strike on the outside edge. Count evens up at 2.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases jammed. Whoa!
Hard foul down the left field line.
Fights off that inside pitch. Pulls it down the third base line.
A little bit of moral support coming in from first. 2 outs. 2-2's the count. Bases loaded. Defense playing a little straight up. As that pitch is
That's
chopped
trouble.
through the gap into center. 1 run will score. 2 runs if they come in on time, and they do, as they just hold it and let 2 runs in to bring it to 7-0. Runners now on the corners at first and third.
Pitcher number
Base
19,
hit between the
Danny
second baseman and the
Mackinac.
bag. Bounces out there and pushes 2 home. 2 more RBIs for Ava.
First pitch she sees is swung on, chopped over to third, picked up, thrown over to first in time. And that'll send us to the bottom of the 6th here at Hood College. We'll be back after the break. The Urbana Hawks up 7-0.
Every referee, umpire, and judge in high school sports. We want to say, thank you.
We see everything you do for us that goes unnoticed.
We see the positive role models that you are.
We see the way you get unfairly criticized just for doing your job.
The truth is, we couldn't play without you.
So, thank you for investing your time in us.
Thank you for protecting the integrity of the game, no matter what.
We hope you always know how much we appreciate you.
Because without you, this is just recess. It's not really a game.
Thank you for always making it possible for us to play the sports we love.
Welcome back to Hood College. It's the bottom of the 6th. The Linganore Lancers are up. The Urbana Hawks are out in the field. It's a 7-0 ball game in favor of Urbana. And the first pitch is swung on and fouled back into the backstop. Count goes to 0-1.
Courtney 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Love to get things started for the Lancers.
0-1 pitch on the way, swung on.
There it is.
Hit into left field, it'll drop, and she'll be aboard with a single. So leadoff batter aboard for the Lancers, who really need to get some runs in a hurry.
Third baseman, number 18, Emily Boyer.
Solid base hit there by Courtney in the left field. Courtesy runner Sophie Osherman will take her position on first base.
Zeros across the board for the Lancers so far. Actually, not anymore.
I'm going to change the previous one to a hit, so that's the second base hit for the Lancers.
Runner aboard, no outs. First pitch misses, or comes in for a strike, and goes to 0-1.
Sophomore third baseman 0 for 2 on the afternoon.
Boyer steps back in. Swings on that pitch, chops it over to second.
Oh!
They missed the transition. And both runners are safe with their respective bags. They looked to go for the double play, and instead of just taking it herself and getting the lead runner out, ball got bobbled and dropped into the dirt. So runners aboard.
First baseman, number 9, Sydney Mott.
Big situation for the junior first baseman, Sydney Mott.
She'll step in with no outs and runners on first and second, and she'll swing on the first pitch she sees.
Oh!
Be collected cleanly over at short for the out.
A little lazy line drive to the shortstop.
Right fielder, number 20, Eleanor Doyle.
One away here, runners on first and second. First pitch in is inside for a ball. Count goes to 1-0.
Eleanor, a bunt, sacrifice bunt in the second inning, strikeout in the fifth.
1-0 count, one away. Pitch misses outside. Count goes to 2-0. Seven is the score in favor of the Urbana Hawks, but the Lancers are threatening here to get their first runs of the game. As the 2-0 pitch misses inside, count goes to 3-0. Runners over at first and second for the Lancers.
If it wasn't on opposite parts of town from here.
3-0 pitch. Comes in for a strike. Count goes to 3-1. 3-1 pitch on the way. Fouled off over the right field wall. Count goes full. You know, I'm thinking if I was the Lancers coach, I'd be giving my girls the green light on 3-0. So it seems thus far that Gabby is constantly coming in with a strike, pretty much middle on a 3-0 count.
Yep.
As the full count misses and gets the bases fully loaded for the Lancers.
Designated player number 1, Caitlin Jacobs.
So one away. Bases loaded for Caitlin Jacobs.
Caitlin carries a .368 batting average with runners in scoring position,
She swings on and fouls off the elevated fastball.
which is 100 points better than her batting average. So, clutch hitter. See if Caitlin can come through here. Get the Lancers on the board.
On 1 count. Swung on, fouled off into the backstop. Count goes to 0-2. Mackinac quickly out ahead in this count. Jacob steps back in. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed, and that'll sit her down. And that'll collect the second out of the inning for the
Left fielder number
Lancers.
6, McKenna.
Well, that
Roberts.
was just a fastball, which is, here it is.
Bring up McKenna Roberts, left fielder for the Lancers. Base is still loaded, 2 outs. She'll swing on and foul that one very close to a fair ball. Down that third baseline.
Diving third baseman for the Hawks, Caitlin Crotty, but it's just out of her reach.
A 1 pitch on the way. Doesn't swing at that one. Count goes 1-1. One pitch, misses high. Good snag by Mackinac on that one. That had all the makings of a run or two.
Yeah. Bounce back here to the screen, go off to the side.
2-1 now. Swung on. A little bit of a slap hit, but foul.
McKenna with a little slash hit, as you said, just trying to put the ball in play.
Two away, 2-2 count. McKenna Roberts steps back into the left-handed batter's box. Pitch on the way. Catches her on the corner, and that'll sit her down, and that's the third strike of the inning. We'll be back with the top of the 7th after the break. The Urbana Hawks leading 7-0 over the Linganore Lancers.
How can you measure the value of education-based athletics? Well, the value is in what makes it invaluable. That's because school sports aren't just about winning. They're about learning and growing. School sports aren't just about gaining trophies and accolades. They're about learning life lessons, bringing the whole community together, developing character and integrity, having coaches who mentor you, and teammates who become lifelong friends. And you can't put a price on any of that. That's what makes education-based athletics invaluable. Of course, when you participate in school sports, you want to win and become a better athlete. But the purpose is so much greater. Becoming a better person. Support your local school sports programs. And if you have a student...
Leading off the top of the 7th.
This message presented by the NFHS and the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to Hood College. It's the top of the 7th, and the Urbana Hawks are back up to bat. Bring up Claire Woodham. She watches that first pitch come outside. Courtney Bolt's back in the circle for the Lancers. Urbana hoping to just put this one away this inning. Obviously, a couple of runs would be nice, but at the end of the day, they've got a comfy 7-0 lead. So the next pitch is swung on and lifted foul over the right field side. Count evens up at 1. Defense playing pretty straight up. So the next pitch misses inside. Count goes to 2-1.
Yeah, I've noticed Linganore really moves around the center fielder though. Plays shallow, drops back, moves into that right center gap. So based on the scouting reports, the 2 times they played each other every year, if not more.
2-1 pitch grounded into the gap between first and second. That'll be a leadoff single for the Urbana Hawks.
Shortstop gets herself on base, and looks like we're going to have a pinch runner for Claire.
Looks like it'll be Elena Molnar.
Pinch running for the Hawks, number 9, Elena Molnar.
Yeah.
Batting for the Hawks, third baseman, number 14, Caitlin Karate.
Caitlin Crotty's up now for the Urbana Hawks. She'll step into the right-handed batter's box. She's playing just a shade towards the pitcher. Runner over at first. Pitch on the way, swung on, lifted into shallow left, third base. It's caught for the out. One away here in the top of the 7th.
First baseman, number 12, Molly Warner.
Molly Warner, 2 for 3 on the afternoon, a double, a single, and runs scored. One of those hits produced RBI.
Warner watches the first pitch for a strike. Count goes to 0-1. One away, runner on. 0-1 count. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, chop foul. Looks like Elena Molnar is prepped and ready to just beat off that first base bag when she gets the opportunity. She took off and made it to second before the umpire had even lifted her hands up to call it foul. 0-2 count.
Courtney's ready to, gets on that rubber, ready to pitch, and umpire says, wait on us.
0-2, rings her up. 2 away. She watches that one grab the edge of the zone.
That is a beautiful, in baseball lingo, I'm going to say slow curve. It has a little bit of a break to it and a little down action, so it's almost like a change up that.
That one swung on, chopped to third, picked up, thrown over to first in time for the
Solid
out.
throw.
And we'll be headed back to the final inning of this ball game, unless some things shape up differently for the Lancers. It's the bottom of the 7th after this break. The Urbana Hawks up 7-0.
For over 50 years. Winner 9 years in a row for the best of the best in Frederick County. Let our professionally trained staff of certified landscapers transform your yard from a dream to reality. Hawkins Landscaping specializes in elegant and embodied outdoor environments. If you're looking to create, upgrade, or revitalize your outdoor space, call Hawkins Landscaping today at 301-898-3614.
Welcome back to Hood College. It's the bottom of the 7th, and the Linganore Lancers are up to bat, facing a 7-0 deficit. The first pitch of the inning is fouled up and over the backstop. Be Braden McKay for the Lancers, leading it off.
Linganore at the top of their batting order, you know, just a numbers thing.
How 0-1 pitch skied into center, going back on it, and it'll bounce off the wall. And Braden McKay will have a stand-up double to lead it off here in the bottom of the 7th for the Lancers. Quality piece of hitting.
I was just going to say, what's impressive about this pitching performance from Gabby is Linganore, and the game's not over yet, so, but coming into the game through 17 games, average 10 runs a game.
It's an impressive level of scoring.
Yep.
Teddy Dryman steps in.
And
Watch that
Gabby
first pitch
holding
for a
them
ball.
here to no runs. See if Linganore can't scratch a couple through.
Dryman steps back in, right-handed batter. 1-0 pitch on the way. Comes in for a strike on the outside of the plate. Count evens up at 1. One pitch. Swung on, fought off over the left side of the field. 1-2's the count. Dryman steps back in, kicks around some dirt. She's ready for the 1-2 pitch, which is on the way. She'll swing on that one, foul it over the right side of the stadium. One-two count, runner on second. Pitch on the way. That one's fouled off.
Yeah, and you just watch Gabby working out here. The way she hits the glove. The catcher called for that ball to be a foot outside, and it was. You know, so she's hitting her spots. Great spin on the ball.
1-2 pitch, fouled up and over. Back behind home. One-two count. Pitch on the way. This is high. Count evens up at 2.
See if she's setting her up with that high ball.
2-2 pitch.
Yep.
Comes in hot. She fights it off. Count hold at 2-2.
Home plate umpire Brooke Weimer's busy just trying to get the foul balls back in.
No ball girls or ball boys here today.
Yeah.
As the 2-2 pitch catches the outside edge and rings her up looking. That's one away here in the bottom of the 7th.
Catcher number 25.
Gabby records her 10th strikeout of the game.
Bring up Lily Trunnell. Right-handed batter, slightly squat stance, and she'll hit that one into left. Coming in on it, and it'll drop, roll to the wall. Runner coming in from second. She'll come around. The throw is held at the cutoff, and it's one across for the Linganore Lancers. The score is now 7-1. Urbana Hawks on top.
So Lily launches that one to the left center
Catcher
field
number 22.
fence.
Courtney
Stand-up
Phillips.
double. Braden McKay scores first run for the Lancers.
I have a pinch runner. Runner on second after the RBI double. Bring up Courtney Bolts, who watches the first pitch come in low for a ball.
Courtney 1 for 3 on the afternoon, a base hit to get things started in the 6th for the Lancers.
1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Came up high with that one. 1-1. One out, 1-1 count. Runner on second.
Oh,
As that
wow.
pitch is skied into left. It'll drop right at the wall. Runner coming around. And it's another stand-up RBI double for the Lancers. And they're now up to 3 runs in today's ballgame. 2 runs, my apologies. Got an edit on the scoreboard.
3 doubles for the Lancers here in the 7th
Third
inning.
baseman, number 18, Emily Boyer.
Bring up Emily Boyer for the Lancers. Third baseman in today's ballgame. Pitch on the way, comes in for a strike. Counts at 0-1 here. The runner over at second, 1 away. 7-2 in favor of the Urbana Hawks. Pitch is fouled up and over the right side. Counts quickly to 0-2. Urbana hoping to stop the string of doubles that's been popping up in this inning. Has the 0-2 pitch on the way, misses outside. Count goes to 1-2. One-two pitch on the way. Swung on,
Nice change
chopped
up.
to short. Throw over to first, in time for the out. 2 away now.
Nice change up there by Gabby. Had Emily out in front of it.
First baseman, number 9, Sydney Mont.
Bring up Sydney Mott, first baseman. 2 outs, runner on second. Scores 7-2 in favor of Urbana. As the pitch is on the way, comes in for a strike on the outside edge. 0-1's the count. Mackinac seemingly unfazed by the run she's given up. As the next pitch comes in low and drifts off into the dirt. Runner takes off and will take third cleanly. Counts at 1-1. One pitch on the way. Swung on. Hit over the shortstop's head and into left field. And that'll score the run that advanced to third. So the score is now 3 for Lincoln North Lancers.
Right fielder, number 20, Ella Doyle.
Bring up Ellen Doyle. She steps in, very patient batting stance. The pitch catches the outside edge of the plate for a strike.
The Lancers don't go down quietly.
A 1 count, 2 outs, runner at first. So next pitch comes in high, count evens up at 1. One pitch on the way, misses inside. Count goes to 2-1. A little bit of a mound visit, just to settle things down. There's been a string of hits, leading to a few runs for the Lancers. Score is now 7-3 in favor of Urbana. There's 2 outs, runner at first. Counts at 2-1 as we step back to the batter's box. 2-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, corked over to second, bounces off her chest. and rolls to first. Runners are safe everywhere. And the Lancers keep things alive with runners on first and second here with a little bit of a 2-out rally.
You got to get outs, right? Time doesn't run out in this sport. You got to have to find a way to record 3 outs.
Looks like we have a
Pinch hitter.
maybe there's a mound visit and a pinch hitter. We'll see what comes of that. It's a beautiful, beautiful day and evening for a ball game here at Hood College. Weather's perfect. Wind's almost completely gone.
Pitch hitting for the Lancers, number 10, Briella Sale.
Bring up Briella Sale for the Lancers. She's pinch hitting.
Briella in 12 plate appearances has a 600 batting average.
Runners at first and second. Pitch on the way. Misses low. Count goes to 1-0. One-0 pitch. This is low again. Count goes to 2-0. Two away. Runners on first and second. And the 2-0 pitch is swung on and missed. Count goes to 2-1. Two-one pitch swung on and missed. Count goes even at 2-2.
As they say, down their last strike.
2-2. Swung on and fouled off. Briella lives to see another day, or another pitch, to be far less dramatic. Two outs, runners on first and second. Scores 7-3 in favor of Urbana. Lancers threatening here. Big swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Gabby records her 10th strikeout to end the game.
It was a high-quality matchup between both teams. Really.
We'll take a quick break.
No, it was a wonderful matchup between both teams. Great pitching on both sides, even though things got a little out of hand with the long ball for Urbana.
Yeah, impressive. You know, like I said, I think Urbana came into today's game with 10 home runs, 3 here today. So, you know, if you're Coach Husson, your squad's peaking at the right time. Linganore, we know how they are consistently, you know, strong, ready to make a state run. This type of game is a great warm-up for that high-level softball that they're going to see as they get deep into the state playoffs.
If I had to write the headline for tomorrow's newspaper, I think I'd call this game the story of the Sister Act. As both Mackinac sisters just got it done for the Hawks.
Yeah. 2
home runs, great game pitched by Gabby, and the Hawks go home champions.
And Gabby, an impressive-looking freshman in that circle. We're going to see her for years to come. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, that's it for us here at Hood College. Thanks for joining us today as we covered 2 great ball games, and we'll see you next time on WTHU.
Good night, all.
Don't worry, if you can't make it to the game or miss the broadcast, all of our high school sports games are archived and available online at WTHUradio.com in our audio vault. 1450 is WTHU AM. And on your wireless mobile device. Or WTHUradio.com. Cool oldies THU. Songs for human. All day on night.